Hello everyone who is watching. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the streams are going okay for now. For now. It's in the yellow though. So I don't know if that's good. But I'm not getting any dropped frames. OBS is saying that I'm in the green. So, last time I tried to do the Fanart Livestream, it was a disaster. Constantly dropping frames. And that's no good. We can't have streams where we're always dropping frames. It just don't work that way. Now, I'll wait a bit because I know that it might take a while for more people to get in the stream. I see a couple people right now in the chat. I don't actually have the chat up on my screen because I deleted that layer trying to fix it last time. Hey, Ishka. So, today, we will be looking at some old fan art that I've had over the years. And there's a good bit. There's actually a good bit. And I've been slowly collecting most of it. Just one day I decided, hey, I want to do a whole live stream or a whole video where I just judge the fan art and show it to everyone and be like, hey, look at the fan art that I got, you know? It's a little bit braggy, but fan art you made. Oh no, this is fan art given to me. Yeah, if I was reviewing my own fan art, that would be pretty biased. I got my water here so I won't lose my voice in the middle of making this live stream. It's always a good idea. Always a good idea. So I turned the slideshow into a PDF. And what the heck? Please, King Black, you're in the ER? Are you okay? Or is it someone else? Is someone you love okay? That's kind of scary to get that message on a live stream. I'm sorry, Blaze King Black. He's the compliment king. That's what I know him as. Alright, well, I guess I'll begin. Like I was saying, I turned the PowerPoint into a PDF. Now I'm distracted. I'm okay, my girl had to come for a UTI. I see. I turned the PowerPoint into a PDF, and it seems to be working a lot better that way. Yeah, 0 dropped frames. We're doing pretty good so far. Although YouTube is still a little bit funky, I'm gonna give them a frowny face. Next time they ask me, how's your live streaming experience? I'm gonna give them a flat out frown. Yeah, that'll show them. Please be brave, D10 fan. Sure thing. So, first fan art. This is probably the first fan art I've ever gotten of myself. And you can tell it was from a long time ago. Looks nothing like me. Doesn't even have the pigtails or the hat. What are you doing? Clearly, if you're going to draw me, you need the pigtails and the hat. And is that my sweatshirt? I don't. But yeah, this was an old one. And this was on DeviantArt. Or DeviantArt, my bad. Whatever floats your boat. Way wrong. Get out of there. Yeah, we go. First fan art I ever had. I can tell you her newer works are much better. But, you know. And then we scroll down. And this is one Spooky Sacco did of me. Now, I may have mentioned Spooky Sacco a few times in my life. Amazing person. Where have you gone? Where have you been? How did you convert the slideshow? Oh, you just go into PowerPoint, File, Export, and then you just pick PDF. And then it'll just save it as a PDF. How's the stream going? Just joined. Are we looking at drawings of you? Be careful with DeviantArt. You can get to weird places there. Don't worry, I downloaded the images. So this is one that Spooky Sako did of me, and then she sees me drawing out the old webcomic, which she helped colored, actually. She helped color the webcomic and basically make it so that it didn't look as bad. Originally it was just all pencil drawings, and then she went in and just colored everything up. It was cool. She was a cool person. And this is the little fan art she did of me. I kind of look a little bit fat, but overall, it's good. It's good fan art. She knows. She knows I like her. I have not heard from her in a while. Well, actually, I've recently heard from her on her Instagram. She's been posting. She was completely offline for a long time. And then recently she started posting a bunch of art on her Instagram. And I left a comment, said, "Oh, it's good to see you posting again." She was like, "Hey." And that was that was all we basically said. But it's a nod and a nod, and oh, I just realized my microphone is like right there, and I was just rubbing my fingers against it. It's it's probably not pleasant to hear. And then we go down. Hey, look at who it is! It's Keep On Sanity. You see, she's got it right. She's got me with the hat and everything. She's even got my little DP29 symbol. Why am I saying she? It's a guy. I spent all that time talking about Spooky Sako, now I'm just saying she. Also, you got a female profile, but it's confusing sometimes to know the gender of people online when you don't ask, and you just gotta figure it out. Because it's awkward to ask someone's gender if you don't actually know. You just gotta wiggle your way and figure it out as you go along. But yeah, this is a good one. I like this one a lot. It's a little bit lewd looking, but that's okay. The hat looks great, and got me in my pajama shirt. Show us your full hat. What does that even mean? Pajama. And Keep On Sanity. Great artist, honestly. We're working together to try to make a comic, but we don't actually have it written out or anything yet. Right now we're just doing art and passing art back and forth and entertaining different concepts, but we'll probably make something together. We click pretty well together. We got a good click. It's good. And this one, Zeroth Box. Also very good. See? You got my pigtails. That's all you need. All you need to make any drawing look like me. You just need the brown hair, pigtails, and glasses, and of course the hat. You're missing the hat. But it's okay. This is very good. Obviously, anime inspired. I kind of look even more Asian than I normally do in this one. But I like it. It's the big eyes. Nice. Very nice. I tried to, picture everyone's profile right next to their art, so that all of you can look them up if you are curious about what else they are doing. But I realize now that it might be a little bit too small to see on the screen. So hopefully it's not too tiny. Oh yeah, and this is another Spooky Sako. So, that's all the fan art of me. Now let's go into the fan art of Street Levelers. Some of you may or may not know. Street Levelers was my original webcomic. I was making it for a very long time, and eventually I was just like, yeah, this is not that good. Maybe I should just bomb it and start over. So I haven't started over yet, but eventually maybe I'll start over. And yeah, Spooky Sako was the first person to come to me and be like, "Hey, I'll help you do your webcomic. I like your pencil drawings." At first it was just all pencil drawings when I started my webcomic. And then Spooky Soccer came along and was like, hey, I'll help you out. And I was like, oh my gosh, somebody wants to help me? That's amazing. Didn't even, everyone who helped me on my webcomic, except for one person, but everyone else, I didn't even have to pay them. They offered to do it completely for free. They were all very nice people, too. They were like, you know what, I'll draw a chapter for you. It'll help us get out there. And this is one of my favorites that Spooky Soccer did. It's of Spade. You got like the poker chips and the cards in the background. The hand looks a little bit funky, but her face looks really cute. And I like that. I like that drawing style. Spooky Sako's style on her own is she has a very good drawing style. You can tell right away. And this was the very first fan art of anything remotely street levelers. You see, we had the pencil drawings over here. And this is where she basically tagged me in this. And she said, hey, if you ever want someone to help you draw street levelers, I'll help you do it. And then later on she colored it all up. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. You can help me do street levelers. I'm not that good at doing a webcomic. You can help, sure. It was great. We had a good click too. It's a shame that we don't really talk to each other as much. Spooky Sako, if you want to ever collaborate again, hit me up, girl. And these are all, for a while, this is all just going to be Spooky Sako stuff. This is probably another one of my favorites. Oh, I forgot to include the spooky one that she did. These were like screensavers that she did, and this one was really cool. This one's of Flower Power. It's supposed to be a stupid name, don't judge me. And I like this one. It's very sketchy. You can tell that it was done by hand, but it's very good. I like how the one vine is like moving up her ankle, and I kind of like her casual look. It's very nice. She also gave Flower Power some boobs, which is pretty generous considering that I created this character being the flat-chested lesbian. It's not supposed to be an insult, but later on I learned that wasn't good to make flat-chested lesbian characters. But yeah, she looks really good in this one, and I had fun thinking through this character. The idea of the vines was that, well, first of all, she, like, mutated, which is, like, the source of her power. But the idea of the vines is that they're in her body, and she has these openings between her two wrists and her ankles. So what she does is she opens up the vines, and she uses them like whips. And how she fights is kind of like a little dancing technique between her two wrists and her ankles, whipping people and tying people up and stuff like that. So, super fun character. You know, a lot of potential between it. I also had the idea that she would have two vines in her back that were stronger but shorter, so that she wouldn't be able to really do that much with the vines in her back. But if someone came close to her, if someone tried to sneak attack her, she could, like, unleash those vines and stab right through them. And I thought that would be pretty cool. Or maybe they shouldn't have been vines. Maybe they should have just been big, giant thorns. Something like that. I don't know. But, it's very good. Very good art. Oh, and this one was Charlotte. This one was done all digitally, you can tell that much. Oh yeah, Chief Charlotte. Kind of an interesting look that she chose for a police chief, but I liked writing Charlotte too. I wish that I did her better, honestly. I feel like I could have done much better with this character, because she's like the quirky police chief. It's unusual to have the sassy black woman be the chief of police. And I really wanted to make her cool and very good at her job. And I don't know. I feel like I didn't put her in the comic enough. I had a lot of fun writing her for the scenes that she was in, but I feel like I could have put her in the comic more, and I could have made her a little bit more interesting. Whenever she was in the comic, she was kind of like maybe a side character. Maybe that's what I should have done. Maybe I should have dedicated an entire chapter to her. I could have done something cool with her like that. The most screen time, the most page time that she got. Is that what it would be called? Page time? It was that the most that she got was when they were both fighting the serial rapist mutant. Those were some rough chapters. But you also got some flashback scenes, and it dived into both her and Spencer's character a little bit more, which was cool. You know, Spooky vs. Spade top 10 anime betrayals. That's funny. Where's this comic? Can we get it? Yeah, it's a webcomic, but don't be fooled by this. This is fan art. The actual webcomic does not look this good. And this one she did of Talon. Oh, this one looks cool too. I like the outfit better. Talon had a very generic looking outfit. And it's not even because I thought it looked good. It's because I was running out of creative spirit. I liked the idea of having someone who could, turn their skin and have it turn into claws, and having her clothing all ripped up because of that. But yeah, her outfit looks way better in this fan art. It looks good. Yeah, it does. I should have gone with this outfit immediately when I saw this picture, honestly. But she's also supposed to kind of be a kid. She's like 13, 14, preteens maybe. About the same age as Dimitri's supposed to be. Fan art is best art. It's true, there's a lot of good fan art out there. And most of the time the fan art is better than the actual art, the actual place that it came from. Oh yeah, and here's some... Actually, Spooky Sako did a whole chapter on her own. And I don't have that chapter up. It's like a chapter 0 type deal. And I don't have that chapter up on Webtoons, but I do have it up on Tapastic. And it's kind of a generic chapter, but it's drawn very well. And these are like some concept pages that she did and kind of posted. This one of Flower Power, and then like this one of Spooky stopping the robbers, or I guess they're robbers. I don't even know. They've got some pretty heavy artillery on them. It might just be random guys in masks. They got some kind of, I don't know what it says on their mask, but very, very cool. And she got that cool effect. Look at that ghostly effect on her hand. It looks so cool. She's so much better than me. Anyone ever send you unsolicited X-rated fan art? No, but I've had it requested from me. I typically like heroes and villains who prefer another clothing instead of stupid costumes. Costumes in Street Levelers were very good, though. No, they weren't. They weren't that good. I like the change that I made to Spade's outfit, because I kind of like how it's cut off at the bottom. I mean, I don't really have an example. I don't think I have any drawings of Spade around here on me. But it's like chopped up at the bottom into different places. And the idea is the front of it actually looks like a spade. And then you got like the cleavage, which is just a spade. You know how they sometimes have the heart cut out in the clothing? But this time it was a spade cut out in the clothing to show you her cleavage. It's nice. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool design. I put some thought into that because I was like, I can't just have her running around in a generic black dress. So I was like, let me think about what kind of superhero dress I can put her in while still maintaining her gambling theme. That was another thing about Street Levelers. Every single character had some sort of theme to them. So, with Spooky, it was obviously like the ghost, goth kid theme. And Flower Pow is all about the plants, all about the stuff. And she was also supposed to be a conspiracy theorist, but I never really got that far into her character to show you she was a conspiracy theorist. So, I guess that's kind of one of those lore things that you never really knew in the series. The chapters actually weren't even that long. It would probably be a much better comic if the chapters were longer, honestly. Yeah, honestly. Fan art will always outrank production art because it was done out of pure love. Oh, that's a sweet sentiment. So, and then we got Kari Kara. I knew this guy back when his Twitter handle was just an art, but this is one that he did of Flower Power. A little bit more flat-chested, tomboyish, a little bit more true to what she actually was. But I still do like the first Spooky Sako one that she did. And she's also wearing kind of casual clothing. It actually kind of looks like the Deku anime clothing, sort of. She's got the hoodie, of course, with her little flower petals hanging off of it. So very good. This guy was very good at American comic book style art. And he was also very good at inking as well. But one thing that he definitely struggled with was drawing women. Like, it's somewhat hard to tell that this is a girl. And there's a lot of moments where he draws Spade and it's like, she looks like a man, doesn't she? And that's a thing with artists. Guys have an easier time drawing men, and girls have an easier time drawing women. That's typically how it goes. Makes sense, because you can study off of your own body to learn how to draw it. But you gotta study off of a male model, or the opposite gender, to actually learn how to draw them, and you gotta learn. And these are more things. This was a sketch that he did. I think it was one of his better sketches of Spade, honestly. A little bit more. Yeah, that's another thing. He always drew Spade a little bit flat-chested. No, she's supposed to have big gazungas. Flower Power is supposed to be flat-chested. Spade's supposed to have big gazungas. Hey, boobs are important. It's important to talk about the boobs of your characters. For a long time you were saying Spade looks mannish, and she was not. No, Spade in the one, I know what you're talking about. The one drawing that I did, and I posted it on Twitter, and it was like the drawing, it was one of my drawing videos, and I made it so that Spade looked really bad, and she looked like a man. And I didn't bring that drawing video onto this channel, so most of you don't even probably know what I'm talking about. This was, Justin Art was actually drawing the first chapter of the comic, and I was going to post that on my website, but he never actually finished, and this was kind of an idea of what it was going to look like. This was one of the opening scenes where she lights the gas tank on fire, and, big explosion in the back, and she's got the cell phone. Kind of looks like a tomboyish kid. I don't mean to poke fun, but you definitely need a little bit more practice on drawing women, but it still looks good, even though. And this was another one. That actually looks a little bit better. At least he tries to give her a waist in this one. This is another one when he was drawing the comic, and she was taking out all the guys. Oh man, hordes and hordes of blood bandits. Way more than I originally planned to have in that chapter, I can tell you what. And I remember Adam was talking about it with me when he was reading the comic, and he was like, how many blood bandits are supposed to be robbing this blood bank? How many do they actually need? It's not like the blood bank is going to be super secured. And I was like, I don't know, like 2 or 3? And then we saw this page where Justin Art just drew loads of them, and I was like, oh man. That's a lot more blood bandits than I imagined. But yeah, it looks good. It still looks better than my art. So, for those of you judging, like, oh, haha, he can't draw Whammon, still looks better than mine. Just remember that. We blend normal clothes with super costumes. The whole premise of our story is a fish-out-of-water teen dramedy about lifelong friends in superhero and villain high schools. Oh yeah, and this is another one. And that's her in the outfit that she had in the newer outfit I gave her. I don't know what she's actually doing in this. I guess she's punching the hand? It's a little bit of a confusing picture. She's just punching that hand. Is she giving him a high five? Actually, is this a guy? Is this a girl? I don't know. But hey, she's got boobs in this shot. That helps. Although the teeth look quite monstrous. Those are some snarly teeth. It's still inked very well, though. I wish I could ink like this. I'm too afraid to use the black. I'm too afraid to use the black marker. I think I'm gonna mess up every single time. I probably won't, but you know. It's a very good one. And these are some recent ones that he posted. This was actually supposed to be an older one, but he colored it up recently and posted it on his Twitter. And this is the classic Spade versus Spooky fight. Everyone loves Spooky. I love Spooky too. She's probably one of my favorite characters that I've ever made. she's interesting. And I'm almost ashamed that I never got to reveal more about her before I stopped doing the comic. And yeah, this looks good. I think the perspective is a little bit too long though. Like this over here, this should probably be a little bit shorter. Probably. But, yeah. And if he shaded this, it would look even better. Because colored up, it looks good. I like that he's giving Spooky very pale skin. She is supposed to have very pale skin. Once again, that's another thing that I never really got to say out loud while the comic was still going, but she's supposed to look very ghostly. And then this is another one. This is just kind of shaded up. Oh man. Her boobs are suffering though. You know, you just gotta, her boobs and her waist are suffering in this picture. It's a good picture. It is. It's good. I like it. But she looks transgender. And I cannot ignore this. But yeah, Justin Art, or actually, his new name is Kari Kara. Kari Kara 01. Fancy schmancy. I prefer Justin Art better, just because it's easier to remember. He used to go by Justin Art, and then he was like, I'ma change it. And now I'm like, what's your name? Oh look, Adam's texting me. Oh wait, Anthony's texting too. Meow, have a fun stream. What is Anthony texting? Fuck, here I'm thinking the 16th is coming up and I don't have a gift. Lols. Okay. We're doing a secret Santa, so that's probably what he's talking about. Oh, and there we go, Chocolate Chip Rocket Ship. And Quaze. That's actually a good profile pic that she's got. It's cute and it's anime-like. And I think Chocolate Chip Rocket Ship is very good at drawing the anime. The one thing that they struggle with, I don't know if this is actually a boy or a girl. it's hard to tell because they kind of draw men and women of the same quality. Usually that's how I tell, right? Because of how they draw. I don't actually know if this is a boy or girl. I don't know. But yeah, Chocolate Chip Rocket Ship did a bunch of different webcomics themselves and did a chapter of my comic. And this is one that she did of Mosquito, another fun character. I guess kind of a dumb name. Whenever you say Mosquito and then you see the blood and the little wings and you're like, oh boy, a mosquito-based villain. But then you think of One Punch Man and you think of the mosquito villain in that and you're like, maybe she's got something here. I think I actually came up with the mosquito before One Punch Man came out. So you cannot say that I was copying. Her thing is she can blood bend. She controls blood. So that's fun. You know, you gotta have at least one blood-controlling seductress with mosquito wings. She doesn't actually use their wings. They're just for show. They're just her little cape. She's very fancy-smancy. And then this is like a little thing of Phoebe and Spade. You see, this is one of the things that I like about Chocolate Chip Rocket Ship. They have a very, very stylized type drawing style. It's very stiff. Like, it's not as rounded as it should be. So it doesn't look as realistic. And it's more difficult for them to draw different positions because they kind of get a little bit stiff. But it's very stylized, and I like how stylized it is. You got Spade over here, and then you got a little Phoebe. Very cute. Very cutesy. Here we go. This one was more recent. Atropos Dan. There you go. There you go, buddy. Now, this one is a little bit more easy to tell whether or not they're a boy or a girl. Sometimes I genuinely don't know. I gotta figure it out very slowly, which gender they are, because they'll have just their art pieces as the profile pics, and I don't know. But yeah, Tropos Dan was supposed to draw a chapter. Never actually did, but that's okay. And this is a little Spade that they were doing before. It looks like they were going with a tube top look. I don't know how Spade would look in a tube top. Now I'm curious. But they have a very Yu-Gi-Oh-esque style. Or at least that's what I feel like. Well, you tell me. What do you think? Yu-Gi-Oh-esque style? It's definitely anime, kiddish. At the very least, the hair looks Yu-Gi-Oh-esque. And then we got this one. Yeah, this one over here. They drew a full page. This one, you would be expecting them to like draw the first few pages or draw, I guess, the Spooky versus Spade. This one was actually the Spade versus Vincent page, which I didn't think would get as much attention as it did. But, yeah, they redrew the page, and that's pretty cool, I think. It's pretty cool. You can just toss a coin. It's difficult, man. It's difficult. So, they redrew that page. Not the most well-known fight in Street Levelers, but Vincent was actually a character that Adam made. He was actually writing that chapter, or most of it. I just, like, changed it a lot and tried to work around it to make it make sense within the story. But he did not like the changes that I made. He was very upset when he read the chapter and he knew that I made it. He was like, it's not, you can't put my name on that. It's not mine. See, I hurt my throat trying to do the Adam voice. That's what I get. That's what I get. And then we got... this one I actually colored myself. So it's not really fair because his sketch looked much better. yeah, Roberto Garcia. Now, very good artist. Again, very good. Last I checked, I think he was getting an internship or something like that. But still likes my stuff on Instagram. Yeah, I colored this up myself, but the style was all his. And it was very good. Very good artist. Obviously, somewhat anime inspired. His profile picture's really cool too. Very cool. More interested in his profile pic than the actual picture of Spade. Vincent was also creepy. It was interesting when supposed heroes were actually equally creepy as villains. Yeah. That was one of the things that I wanted to kind of put in there. There was a lot of anti-heroes. Yeah, Vincent was basically an anti-hero. He was very arrogant, very full of himself, and originally a criminal. So he's one of the criminals that the association basically offered him freedom if he did work for them, and took care of people that they didn't like. If you take care of people the government doesn't like, you can be free. You can have freedom. Okay, goodbye, Matthew. You're definitely gonna check this comic out. It's not that good of a comic. You can calm down. Oh, and keep on sanity again. Once again, like I said, a lot of people, they'll redo the first pages or stuff like that. And yeah, this one, Keep on Sanity did. It was basically redoing the first page of Street Levelers. Very good, honestly. Yeah, very, very good. Just a little bit stiff. But not stiff enough for me to be like, it doesn't look good. And, oh, I just noticed. It looks like she's punching straight through the back. I love it. Looks like she's digging a hole into his backside. Ugh, brutal. Brutal. I also like this silhouette. It's like it's very defined, well done silhouette you got in the background. There's a lot of good parts about this comic. Yeah. Man, why is everyone better at doing a comic than I am? No, I'm kidding. I'm doing better. The comic that I'm coming out with right now, it's going to be poppin'. It's going to be poppin'. You're going to love Absent Minded. Trust me. Trust me. So, that's another Keep on Sanity. Keep on Sanity. Keeping on. Once again, we're planning to do something together. This person. So, sub. Sub if you want to see little its and bits of what we're planning together. We hope. Yeah, that's right. That's them in the chat, just in case you didn't put two and two together. And this is the last bit. Asphalt Sunday, aka Jonathan Young. I think he goes by Jonathan Young on his Twitter. But yeah, this is actually really recent fan art. And I was really surprised when I got this, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm still getting fan art for Street Levelers? It's not even that good. Getting all red in the face, like, oh my gosh, people actually like this? Imagine when I do a redo of this comic and I make it really, really good, and then even more people will like it. And it'll be like, yes, now you're allowed to like it, because now it's good. This is a cool one of Spooky, too. It's very sketchy. I might have mentioned it before, but I do like kind of sketchy art styles. And you might have noticed, but there's a skull on Spooky's face, and then she's got the little ghosts coming out, and they're much more spooky looking, that's for sure. Kind of animal-like, that I look at them. And the skirt might be a little bit too long, because it looks like it's getting caught on her knees. But overall, like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool looking. Wait, the Jonathan Young? Not the song cover guy. At least I don't think it's the song cover guy. AsphaltSunday.co. Look 'em up, buddies. Look 'em up, see what you find. Oh, this one's coming out and it's like a hand. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't think that he's the musical dude. That would be really funny. But, yeah. The musical dude probably has way more followers. Not to be rude. That's a good profile pic, though. It's cool looking. It's a cool looking profile pic. Anyway. And, oh yeah, these are two more that he did. This was Bullet. Bullet. Kind of like the effect that you got going on the speed boots. Very nice. Got some ground crackling and then the electricity going through it. It looks cool. It looks good. I should have done that. Why don't I do things that other people do? I'm so bad. His face. I think the muscles could be a little bit bigger, but you know. I've gotten so used to drawing the JoJo style of muscles where they're just like super big. And now I'm used to that. And I love it. JoJo styles of muscles. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And this one over here is Talon. Hey! She's got the little spikes coming from her. Turn from the backside so you don't... Oh, man. You gotta work on this waist, bro. This is a big butt. It just kind of looks a little bit awkward, buddy. Gotta work on that. No mercy from Dan Fan. DNC would like your webcomic. He does have a shitty taste in entertainment. Oh! Oh! We got the massive burn over here. Good to know. Good to know. But no, the problem with my webcomic isn't just the storytelling, I'll have you know. It's also the art. It's amazing because I typically hate speedsters, but Bullet was too pure and lovable to hate. He was very pure. He's supposed to be the chivalry type of character. Made him as likable as humanly possible. Likable and somewhat weak without being too weak for it to be annoying. You know? Because I know that if I make him too weak and too much of a crybaby, then it'll be like, wow, Bullet, stop. Stop crying. Stop crying, Deku! But yeah. And then he did one of Mosquito. This one looks extra spooky. Yeah. Very spooky Mosquito. She looks like she just came out of the ring. You know, she's coming out of the TV, coming to get you. She looks like she controls swamps. I love it. I see a lot of green. Are you Slytherin? No. I'm Gryffindor. You have a cool dad? Saw that Twitter post. Oh yeah, I do have a cool dad. He's into the right music. Now, if only he could stop playing the same song a million times in a row. That would be helpful. But yeah, this is a spooky. Got him with the barrels of blood, sending the blood out. Oh, and I just noticed this. Got like a little contraption hooked onto her shoulder so that she can the blood. That's another thing with Spooky. And not Spooky. That's another thing with Mosquito. I had her, once she joined the association, I had it so that she could carry the blood around her, but she only is allowed to have a limited amount of blood because she used to be a villain and they don't want her to turn on them. So she uses a limited amount of blood to fight with when she actually goes out and fights crime. So, that's interesting. I think the idea of having it so that villains are kind of forced to be heroes is an interesting concept. So I kind of wanted it to be used in my comic. Once again, Jonathan Young. I was going to say Johnny, but Johnny's actually in the stream, and he'll be like, what, me? Yeah, you gotta work on this waist, buddy. It looks like the initial line that was drawn was correct, but it looks like you fattened it out a little bit. Gotta work on that waist. Girls have teeny tiny waists. And then big hips. Gotta work on that waist. The skinnier you make it, the better. And then you'll create characters like Nami. This Bullet character basically acts like Danny from Iron Fist Season 1. Pshaw. I never watched Iron Fist. I ain't watching that crappy show. I love Your Dad Then. I have a tendency to just murder songs, like listening to them over and over again until I get bored at them. Looks like Caitlyn Jenner. Oh, man. And this is the last one. I know, right? This is probably the best one, honestly. Can we just applaud this? Type some claps in the comments. It's very good. This is from Neto on the Discord. I wanted to end the fan art live stream with a bang. So, best art piece right here. There you go. We did good. We did good, folks. I actually had more, but I think I either just forgot to put them in the slideshow, or I could not find them online. But it's okay, because you can send me your fan art whenever you like via Twitter or other sources, and you will get featured on a fan art live stream. Yeah, that's right. More clapping for that. You will get featured on a fan art live stream if you send me fan art. That is Dan Fan's fan art promise. So we saw a lot today, didn't we? Woohoo, Neto, throw a short shirt. That's funny. I will end it with a snap instead. Fan art forthcoming. We had a good live stream, though. Look at that, 48 minutes. We got through the whole thing. Is this ending already? I just finished eating dinner. We'll continue the stream for a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. A little bit. So, yeah, a lot of Street Levelers fan art. It's kind of making me somewhat nostalgic back when I was writing Street Levelers. Do I still have chapters? Maybe I still have chapters hidden in the drawer somewhere. I probably threw them out, though, honestly, because I had them all digitalized, and then I zipped them all, and I put them on in my external hard drive, so in case I ever wanted to look back at them, I could see them. I mean, there's no real reason for me to keep them. They're not that good, and they're also online. But let's have a close-up of that poster on the door. What, my X-Men poster? Haven't I had close-ups of that poster before? But I mean, if it's what the fans want. X-Men, Days of Future Past. Yeah, it's super dark over here. This is the dark side of the room. And I have no lighting in my room, it's just that one lamp. Just the one lamp. That's my lighting for the room. It's not that good, is it? I can roast you some more, yay. You can't roast me. I'm unroastable. Nice poster. Yeah, it is a nice poster, actually. It's pretty nice. I like it. Wish you could see it better, but what are you gonna do? At least your room is clean. That depends what you define as clean. Huh. I guess it's clean compared to other people. I don't know. Got stuff all over my floors from the comic I've been working so hard on. By the way, you should all totally read it when it comes out. But yeah, I just got markers and paper all over the floor, scattered everywhere. I don't have anywhere to put it. I just put it on the floor. I'm just like, and then whenever my dogs come upstairs, they try to lay on it, and I'm like, not my precious. You get an LED light bulb, it'll light up the whole room. I don't know about that. Personally, I don't like my room to be dark, because some spiders can pop up. Oh yeah, I kill at least 5 spiders in my room a day. There's actually a lot of bugs in my room. I don't know why. They must be getting in somewhere, but I just kill them all whenever I see them. And then they leave little squish marks all over my newly painted walls. It's quite unfortunate. If you ever get into photography, all you need is a red light bulb. Don't kill spiders, dude. I can kill all the spiders I want. I can do whatever I want. Kill all spiders. And bomb Snake Island. Just throw some politics in there. Spiders suck. Sometimes it blows my mind how some people can be scared of spiders. I can understand being grossed out by spiders. Like, especially if there's one on your face and you're just like, ew, get off, you know? But I'm never exactly scared of spiders, because it's like I'm 1,000 times their size. I just have to do this, and they're dead, you know? It's the same thing with bees, wasps, and stuff like that. My Adam is so scared of bees and the buzzing noise. Anything that makes that buzzing noise, it just skeeves him out. I'm not really... I used to be scared of wasps, obviously, but ever since I got stung by a wasp's nest, like an entire nest, they just went up my dress when I was 8 years old. I stepped on a leaf and right up my dress, and they all just stung me. And ever since then, I have not been even remotely scared of wasps. And you'd think it'd be the other way around. But the actual reason is, when I was so young that almost any type of pain would make me cry. And even back then, I look back on that memory and I was like, you know, those wasps stinging me, it didn't hurt that much. I didn't even know when I was a kid and was getting stung. I didn't even know I was getting stung at first. I thought maybe my dress was like caught on my skin or something. Like it just felt like little itty bitty pinches. And now I'm older and I'm thinking, wasp stings don't hurt. They just don't hurt. It's the most minor pain anyone can ever feel. Why even be scared of them? You can just punch them. Just punch them mid-air. Punch wasps. Don't punch Nazis, just punch wasps. Oh man, that's actually really hard to say. Punch wasps. But yeah, that's my opinion on wasps. You have an amazing pain threshold. No, I really don't. Some people are allergic to insect bites, though. Oh, well, I'm talking about people who are not allergic. I'm also not allergic. Adam's not allergic either, but he's scared of them because they're buzzy, you know, and they can sting. But yeah, they don't hurt that much. They're like itty bitty little pinches. It's just not as big of a deal. You see people, they knock down a wasp nest and they start running like, ah, it's wasps. It's like, they're all gonna die once they sting you. You might as well just get it over with. It won't hurt that much. It's like 5 seconds of little pinches and then they're all dead, you know? You might as well take it. I don't know. Wasps are my worst enemy. I was bitten on my leg as a kid, and a bee flew inside my mouth once. Okay, that's just gross. That's pretty gross, yeah. Unless they're African killer bees. No, wasps don't die, bees do. Wasps don't die, bees do. Well, I got stung by a wasp nest, and they were all dead. Do bees even sting? I thought bees bit. One of them bites, one of them stings. I thought that was like the main line to be drawn between them. Alright, let me look this up, buddy. I'm gonna challenge you on this. Wasp die after stinging. Okay, the barb results in the stinger and poison sac being pulled out of the bee's body and then dying. Wasps had no barb and often sting multiple times in an attack, with the later stings reacting less because less venom is ejected as the wasp runs the stores. Okay. Maybe I wasn't stung by wasps. Maybe I was stung by bees. But my mom said that they were wasps. They said it was a wasp's nest. So I have been lied to. Clearly. Unless it was a hornet. But yeah, they were all dead. They were all dead and they were all in my dress, just hanging off. Have acidic blood. Yeah, that's it. They all stung me and just all died. Because I'm just that powerful. I can kill wasps when they sting me. That's what it is. Thank you, Iskra. You figured it out for me. Amazing. You were probably attacked by ladybugs. Shut the fuck up. Oh, man. I don't know. Wasp sting. Oh, yeah. Remember when wasp stings were, like, supposed to be this remedy for medicine? Was that like a frog oil type salesman thing? Do wasp stings actually have any medical value? I never really looked into that, but I heard that that was a thing, and I was like, what? That's weird. Wasps are like evil Goombas. Mosquito differento. If a mosquito stings you and you squeeze the area around it while it sucks the blood, they sometimes explode. That's really funny. I would love to make a mosquito explode. Let me tell you what, I've had a few mosquito bites in my lifetime. So one time, I was at the Ren Fair. Mosquito bit me right on the leg, and I like kind of smacked it away, but the amount of blood seeping through my leg, that was a lot of blood. Like, it was an insane amount of blood. This mosquito must have had the biggest nozzle ever. They must have hit me right at the vein or something, because it was squirting. There was so much blood running down my leg, and Adam was so upset. He was just coming over to me like, oh my god, you have really thin blood if it's coming out this much. Because it was just so much blood. We had to go and, like, wrap gauze around it. It was just a mosquito bite. We had to go wrap gauze around my leg because of a mosquito bite. It was hilarious. Hilarious and also made me very lightheaded. My blood's fine. I've had blood work done. And as far as I know, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just that freaking mosquito, man. They must have really dug deep into my leg. I don't know. Supposedly cure arthritis? Damn. Gotta get stung by a wasp right now. I need my arthritis cured before it happens. giant wasps bite off the head of bees, and bees try to cover the wasp with their bodies and form a blanket, flutter their wings to raise the temperature, and try to cook the wasp alive. Wasps versus bees, the ultimate rivalry, of course. Let's have a death battle! You believe from a mosquito, are you sure? It was a mosquito. I'm pretty sure it was a mosquito. Alabama skeeter. I dealt with mosquitoes, but I never got anything happen to me. Mosquito bites usually bleed. Yeah, this was a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood. Mosquitoes suck. You know what sucks worse, though? Ticks. Ticks are worse than mosquitoes. I know that's probably a hot take, but mosquitoes, at least they leave after sucking your blood. The tick just stays there. Like it's their fucking home now. They're just like, I own your body. I caught a tick on my dog. I had to get Mom to pull it off because my dad was like, oh, that's not a tick. It's just a skin tag. And I was like, no. It's not even the same color as his skin. Gonna give my dogs Lyme disease. The wasp versus bumblebee. Who will win? It's time for a death battle. Like flies, but bigger. Okay. Oh god, yes. Ticks are terrible. They look pretty cute, but they give you brain damage. Yeah. My other dog, Rascal, he has Lyme disease. It was sad when we found out, too, because it was like, he was acting all lethargic, and he was shaking. For some reason, it's like Lyme disease gives you chills, and the poor dog was shaking, and Rascal, very hyper dog. So it was really weird to see him acting lethargic and just laying around and being all sad and depressed. And you know, we took him to the vet, and the vet was able to get him back to his chipper self. So that's good. Back to the chipper self. Did I lost my fan art? We went over your fan art. You missed it. But don't worry, I'll be keeping the video up on YouTube, so everyone will be able to see it. What is Lyme disease? It is a disease that is transferred through deer ticks. Actually, it might be transferred through other ticks, I don't know. I feel like you would enjoy that tarantula versus scorpion video section of YouTube. No, it has to be a wasp versus a bee. That is the only video I want recommended to me for the rest of the week. Everything else, throw it in the trash. Did the tick show get cancelled? I think so. It's an old show, isn't it? Man, look at me, live streaming every day now. I would have made a video, but I just wasn't feeling up to it. I wasn't even sure if I was feeling up to a live stream at first, and later on I kind of talked myself into it. I was like, you know what, yeah, let's do the fan art live stream. It'll work this time. And it did work, for the most part. Throughout this entire stream, we only dropped 66 frames. It sounds bad, but that is significantly better than the last live stream where we were only streaming for like 5 minutes and we dropped 132 frames. That was awful. I don't know what was happening during that last live stream, but yes, it didn't happen this time. We were overall in the green. I think it's a problem with YouTube. Honestly, I didn't do anything different. I mean, I had it on a PDF instead of PowerPoint, but I honestly don't think that was the problem. I think it was just something weird was going down. I can't quite explain it. But, yeah, that was a thing. So, I guess we'll be ending the stream soon. Everyone ready to say your goodbyes? We gotta have a very, very long goodbye every single time. I'm always a little bit, like, skeezy about ending the stream, so I always give a very long goodbye. So everyone say goodbye into the comments. Hey DanFan, why do you think Steven Universe is a soy boy? 'Cause he is. So everyone say goodbye. into the comments. I just got here. Well, you'll have to watch the video late then. Ultimate He-Man villain. Skeezy. I don't know. Let's talk. Nice chatting. Bye. Have a good one. Bye. Yeah. Singing the bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Everyone have a good night, and I'll see you guys later when I feel like making a video next time. Or maybe I'll just do another stream. I don't know. I'll have to roll the dice and see what I'm feeling up to tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, isn't it? I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do Thursday. Alright, so see you guys later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.